It's Italy. There's much to do. But what to see and when? You want suggestions where to go? Stay here. We'll give you 10. Welcome back to my travel window, where our mission is to help you travel as much as you can while you still can. Today's topic is our top 10 sites to visit in Italy. Tomorrow, my wife and I will be headed to Italy. It'll be our third trip in 3 years. And as you can see from the map, we've explored a significant number of locations within the country already. So come along with us as we show you our top 10 places to see based on our experience. Number 10. Milan. Located in northern Italy, Milan is in the center of a flat plains area, hence the name. In English it would be Midland, and in the summer this translates to hot and dry. We were there in July, we can testify to it. Milan is the center of the fashion and banking industry within Italy, and it has a definite modern city vibe to it. Transportation is excellent. It has a great international airport, it has a modern subway and bus systems, and it's a great hub for day trips to Switzerland, Lake Como, and further south in Italy. 3 top attractions for us are the Duomo, the next door Galleria shopping area, and the famous Da Vinci painting of the Last Supper. Tips: book Last Supper tickets as far in advance as you can, since they have serious crowd limitations. And take the tour to the top of the Duomo for great views. Warning, there's an elevator up, but you must walk down several hundred steps on the other side to exit. Food suggestion? Try seafood, like the octopus here. Number 9, Carrara. This is a stop you won't find on most Italian itineraries. Remember all those fantastic marble statues with Michelangelo, like David and the Pieta? They all came from marble quarries of Carrara. So while the city is interesting, this made our list because we were able to take an all-day tour of the marble quarry, which was fascinating. It also offers fabulous views of the town and the coast. Food suggestion? If you're daring, cry crudité. I didn't realize when our waiter suggested this that it's a plate of various kinds of raw seafood. In the pictures, you'll see marble is everywhere, even on the curbs on the street. Number 8, Lake District. There are several magnificent lakes grouped together in north central Italy. We took a fabulous day trip from Milan to Lake Como. It included a narrated bus ride to the south end of the lake, a tour of the town of Como, then a ferry to the charming town of Bellagio on the north. On the way, the guides pointed out many famous villas owned by major celebrities you would recognize. It was a magical trip. When we left Milan a few days later, we took the train to Monica del Garda, where we spent several delightful days in a modern apartment within the walls of a medieval castle. Make time to walk down to the lake at sunrise. Sensational views. Food idea. Cacio e pepe in Bellagio was an experience all in itself. Number 7, Verona. Verona is the setting for Romeo and Juliet. Although the story is fictional, it's loosely based on the powerful families who lived in the area, and if you pay the admission fee, you can see a medieval area balcony of Juliet. Or, like me, you can just look down the street and snap a photo. Hop-on, hop-off bus is not worth the cost, except for the city overlook shown here. The town is fun to explore, but the real reason it made our list is because of the ancient 2,000-year-old amphitheater. Go for the opera. We are not opera fans, but the experience was one of our best in Italy. Find the small screen that provides English subtitles as you enjoy the wonders of the largest Roman-era amphitheater still in regular use. Food idea? Try the street food pizza with 4 sections, each with different fresh toppings. Number 6, the Amalfi Coast. We've only spent 2 days in this area, but it begs for more, which is why we're going back this year. Naples, the birthplace of pizza, is the metropolitan entry point. On the way to the Amalfi Coast are the fabulous ruins of Pompeii and the smaller Herculaneum. Then you reach the dazzling Amalfi coastline with its winding cliffside roads and spectacular villages spilling down the hillside toward the ocean. The ride is an adventure. Food idea. Try this pizzeria in the town of Amalfi, complete with a host who sings as he works. Whatever you get there, you'll like. Number 5, Florence. It's said that half of the world's fine art is in Italy, and half of that is in Florence. Located at the edge of Tuscany, this small city is worth several days of exploration. Highlights are the iconic Duomo, the famous Ponte Vecchio Bridge, Michelangelo's statue of David, the Uffizi Gallery with some of the finest classical art anywhere, and the Basilica of Santa Croce, which hosts a fabulous Christmas market starting in late November. Download a free audio tour from Rick Steves to get more out of the city, or take a golf cart tour of the city. We did both, we enjoyed both. So much to see, you're almost guaranteed to leave wanting more. Food suggestion? Head to Mercato Centrale, the best indoor food court we found anywhere in Italy. No matter what you like, you can find it there. Number 4, Cinque Terre. Cinque Terre literally means 5 lands, and it's a group of 5 fishing villages on the northwestern coast that are spectacularly scenic. Walkways connect many of the villages, and they're wildly popular with cruise ship passengers, which is how we first encountered them. The best way to see them is by staying there, however, because they're entirely different when the crowds leave. We stayed in both Rio Maggiore and Corniglia and would recommend either one. If you're a photographer, you can't miss them. Some great views are from the sea. We took a ferry from Rio Maggiore to Porto Venere, which is sometimes referred to as the 6th village. We recommend it wholeheartedly. Food suggestion. Ask for turi al mare, the seafood of the day, or pasta with pesto, the sauce special to the area. End with chilled limoncello. You won't be disappointed. Number 3, Venice. People either love or hate Venice. We found it to be magical. Staying in one of the nicest Airbnbs we've ever encountered, less than 2 blocks from the famous Rialto Bridge, we walked to Piazza San Marco, enjoyed outdoor music in the square, and took a day trip to the incredibly scenic Burano, famous for lace and colorfully painted houses. What a fantastic time. But for us, the special treat was the Rialto Fish Market, which is completely set up and dismantled daily. It was captivating. The water bus system is straightforward to use, but takes a bit of getting used to. Food suggestion. Most restaurants will have a fresh fish of the day. Our waiter deboned and served ours at our table. It was delicious. Number 2, Ordizze. Most people will say Ordizze doesn't look or feel like Italy, but like Austria. That's because for most of its history, it was part of Austria. Some say there's more German than Italian spoken in homes here. But this village is in the heart of the Dolomite Mountains in northeastern Italy, and it has the most spectacular outdoor scenery of the entire country. To get there, we took a train to Bolzano, then a local bus. The area, known as Val Gardena, is home to a string of small towns, each with trams or funiculars that head up to a variety of mountain overlooks. In combination, this was the best alpine scenery we have ever seen. Food suggestion. Try speck, the special variety of cured pork unique to the region. And that brings us to number 1, Rome. I tried to justify picking someplace other than Rome as number one. I really did. But there's simply too much history here. Although the Vatican is technically a separate country, it's located within the city and it's a must-see destination all its own. Go early in the morning before the crowds when the world's largest Catholic cathedral is in the best light. Tour the inside of St. Peter's, which will make the interior of other churches look plain, starting with Michelangelo's Pieta and including the fabulous dome. Be sure to take the elevator to the roof. Minimal cost, fantastic views. Then there's Trevi Fountain, Spanish Steps, Piazza Navone, the Colosseum, the Pantheon, or take a day trip to Hadrian's Villa in nearby Tivoli. And then, when you think you can't be impressed anymore, see them all at night. You will never be the same. Food suggestion? There are outdoor restaurants everywhere. Find one with a fun waiter and fresh bruschetta appetizers. Then tell him to pick what's good today. You'll like it. This is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to things to see in Italy, but we hope it helps. If you found this video helpful, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It costs nothing, helps out our channel, and alerts you to new videos, including details from our upcoming trip to Amalfi, the French Riviera, and points between. If you want to see suggestions for other places to see in Italy, check out these videos as well. Until next time, safe travels. On the way, the guides pointed out the famous villas along several famous villas, including one's own, oh shoot, what's his name? Ding, 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 ding. When you reach the dazzling Amalfi coastline with its winding cliffside roads and spectacular villages spilling down the hillside toward the ocean, you will be tremendously back up.